Vote for me for president. Science show begins now.
Yo, what's up, YouTubers? This is Coley D. And welcome to the Sonic Show. We're back. We're back after a month hiatus. You know, we had to take a month off because, you know, we got some chilling to do. We just getting back in from the new year, so you know. But here it is, March, and we're gonna start off with a serious thing here. I think it's serious anyway. I'm gonna be reading off a headline from UrbanChat.com, in which you'll see me reading here in a moment. And you're going to find this very, very disturbing from what I'm about to read. Now, it's about, let's see, let me look it up here. Okay, it's about a 3-year-old who gets abandoned by his parents on his birthday. Now, the headline alone is like, okay, what the fuck's going on? Why would the parents abandon their child on their 3rd birthday? Feel me? But I'm gonna read this thing to you, and I want you to tell me: do you think is it either bad parenting or just an honest mistake? Okay, so here it is. This could have been an honest mistake or a case of some really horrible parenting. Regardless, children's services are now involved. And if the parents do not prove that they are fit enough, they will have their child taken away from them. I repeat, they will have their child taken away from them. Workers at the Caesarland. They need to type their stuff up better than that. But anyway, they were shocked to find a 3-year-old boy all alone out on Saturday night. He was left behind after his birthday party ended. Somehow, there was a break in communication between the parents, who are separated but live in the same apartment complex, which is stupid, about who was taking the child. That led to a child being left behind completely. Here's the twist. Nobody thought about asking questions until 2 days after the incident. The party was Saturday, and it wasn't until Monday when they started to realize that their son was gone. Here's what the police commissioner said. Quote, "This is being treated as a criminal matter. That's neglect. There's abandonment charges possibly coming. How can they forget or assume that the other parent for 2 days straight has their son? I mean, there's no excuse for this." Unquote. Now that's it. Now that's the end of the headline. Now, this is what I think personally. Okay, you don't know where your child has been for 2 days. Hold on. Let me say that again. Okay, you don't notice that your child is missing for 2 days until here come the Monday. Oh, wait a minute, where in the hell is my son? No. That is child neglect, and they better hope they're fit, because if they're not fit, you know, that child's gonna be taken away to a foster home. See, cause if it were me, if I noticed that my child is missing, it wouldn't even take me 5 seconds to be like, okay, where the hell's my son at? He was just here just a minute ago. Their story, they're just like saying wait a minute, where my son at? I know I just saw him like 2 days ago. What the fuck that sound like? You feel what I'm saying? Parents, you got to know your surroundings. You got to know where your kid is at. You got to look after your kid. I know most of you. I know you look after your kid like it ain't nothing, because your kid is like the most important thing there is. But stuff like this, you're gonna sit here gonna like wait 2 days. Oh, wait a minute. My son or daughter is gone. Hold on. You know, that's neglect, and you can get serious jail time for that. So if I were you, I'd just go ahead and try to figure out where my son or daughter is. If I were you. Well, I just wish the best of luck for the parents in this situation. Anyway, we're gonna cut for right now, but we're gonna be right back with more Sonic Show right after this. Don't go away, y'all. Yo, what's up, y'all? Welcome back to the Sonic Show. Now, you heard what I have to say about that, that 3-year-old thing, you know what I mean? I mean, like I said, it's a really messed up situation on how that child got abandoned. But, I thought I'd get, like 4 other different opinions. So, let's see what these people have to say.
Hey, my name is Harley Thigpen. My response to the parents abandoning their child and not knowing for about 2 days, that's a bunch of crap because, who's going to be low enough to abandon their child and then not know about it? Come on now. You see, my point is, if they abandon their child and then wants to play it off like they didn't, then that's just bad parenting, okay? Second of all, you do not abandon your child. If you're going to get rid of them, you just send them off to a family member's house, okay? And see if they'll take care of them. That's all I have to say about that.
My name's Erin. I'm 19. In my opinion, that's very irresponsible. I don't think it was just bad parenting. I think it was just crazy. I mean, how could you leave a 3-year-old alone for any amount of time? I don't have any children, but I have lots of younger siblings and nieces and nephews, and I mean, I wouldn't even leave my 10-year-old nephew alone for 3 hours, let alone a 2-year-old for 3 days, Like, that doesn't make any sense, and the investigation needs to be thorough, and they need to find out what's going on, because the child doesn't need to be left with those parents again.
I appreciate it. Who's next?
That's on me?
Yeah.
Okay, my name is Nancy. I can say my name right?
Yeah.
Okay, my name is Nancy. I'm 19. I think they are unfit parents. I got a son of my own, and I wouldn't even leave my son alone with anybody unless I had to. And that's like just for school. I won't leave him home alone for nothing, especially if it's his birthday. They should be trying to celebrate his birthday, not celebrate anything else. Like, he's only gonna turn 3 once. So I think they unfit, and I think basically they should get taken by DSS, basically, and put into somebody else's home, because how can you not know that your 3-year-old is not like with you for 2 whole days, 48 hours? Yeah, like, that's crazy.
I feel that. Appreciate it. And finally,
I'm Nicole. I'm 20. I have a 1-year-old son, and I truly believe that these parents are unfit. My son just turned 1, and we were so excited of his birthday.
Yes.
How could you forget your son's birthday? That's an exciting time of the year. I mean, It's just like your own birthday. You're excited about it. So how could you go 48 hours, especially on your son's birthday, not knowing that they're not with you? I honestly believe that child would be better off with somebody else.
Appreciate y'all ladies for your time. And you heard what these people say, and they're very, very true to their word, because I agree with them 100%. Well, look, if you got anything to say about this, comment right below this video, or you can email us at sonicshow1@hotmail.com. Again, that's sonicshow1@hotmail.com. Alright, but we'll be right back with more show right after this. Don't go away. Yo, what's up? This is Sonic, and we're back here on the Sonic Show. I thought I was gonna be done with my segment on child abandonment, but apparently I'm not, because I guess the time between the last segment and now, I received another headline by another viewer of the show, and I think I should put this out there too. Now, I'm not gonna read the whole thing because it's really lengthy, but I will give credit to the commercial appeal. It's that's the Memphis newspaper in Memphis, Tennessee. And the headline is, a woman by the name of Camilla Fields being accused of swinging a 2-month-old boy at Walmart. At a Walmart security guard. Now, This headline was done on May 25th of last year. May 25th of last year. I mean, it's sort of old, but it's pretty recent, and this is just wrong. This is just wrong. Matter of fact, the person that directed me to this headline, that person and Camilla Fields used to go together. So this is some crazy stuff. It really is. But this woman Camilla Fields, who was at the time 26, was charged with one felony count of child abuse and neglect and one count of an assault. Okay, because she reportedly swung a car seat holding an infant at a security guard on that particular Wednesday. And the security guard apparently accused her of stealing. Story gets a little bit worse than that. Like, I guess the boy, from what I'm reading, the boy fell out of the car seat onto the floor, but was not seriously hurt. But the 2-month-old boy fell unconscious. 2-month-old boy fell unconscious, but it took some paramedics and like one other good Samaritan, like try to perform the proper procedure to get the child from being unconscious, and it worked. So thank goodness for that. The boy was treated and everything is a-okay. Now, the actual child's mother, by the name of Stacy Cleese, who is also 26, was facing charges at the time with child neglect and falsely telling the police some wrong things or whatnot. See, because according to an affidavit that was submitted into the police, Fields allegedly used her friend's infant son to facilitate shoplifting by stuffing Walmart bags with stolen clothes while pretending to change the boy's diaper in the bathroom. I mean, are you serious? I mean, you just can't just purchase items out of Walmart? You know there are cameras everywhere. Do you really think? I mean, come on. And the security guard happened to see what was going on, confronted her about it. But thing is, Fields went berserk and just started attacking the guard with the car seat, and that what caused the baby to fall out the car seat and onto the pavement. But like I mentioned earlier, like the paramedics and one other good Samaritan picked up the unconscious baby, performed like the proper procedure. I think it was like sternum rubs or whatever, and baby came to, and baby's okay now. I'm assuming, because it's almost a year later. But I mean, that's just something you really don't do, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, I know some of you out there are, I know most of you out there don't neglect your child or like abuse your child for anything in the world. I mean, but there's some out there who really don't give a damn about their kid, or don't even treat their kid, with the proper love and care and the whole 9 yards. I mean, point blank, if you do not want to have a kid, or if you don't want to take care of a kid, Here's a simple solution. Don't even think about having kids. Or if you do have a kid and don't want to take care of it, either take it to the adoption agency so someone can adopt the kid, so someone who's worthy of taking care of your kid can have them, or like if your baby daddy or baby mama happen to be like the better parent, let them have custody of the kid, and just don't take care of the kid, because obviously you're an unfit parent. Something like that is very unacceptable. I mean, kid could have died really 2 months old. Are you kidding me? 2 months old. The baby could have died instantly. But thank God for the paramedics that came there, because if it weren't for them, the baby probably would have never came to at all. I mean, you just and like, I don't know, they're just unacceptable. So, and I normally don't call out people, but Camilla Fields, if you're listening, you really got to do you gotta get some help. You really do gotta get some help, because for you to do something like that along with your friend, and to still be on the commercial appeal online, and I having to read this, that's wrong. That's totally unacceptable. Now I know there's some jail time involved in this thing. If there was, which I'm assuming there is, you should be locked up. I don't know, a year, 2, at least a year. I mean, you just don't do that to your child. That's wrong. That is very wrong. But if you got anything, for all your other viewers, if you got anything to say about this video or part 1 that I did, you know, about child neglect or whatever, just comment right below this video, or send your comments to SonicShow1@hotmail.com. The email again is SonicShow1@hotmail.com. I mean, things like this gets a person angry. I ain't gonna lie. It really does. I mean, you just can't do that. You really can't. Alright? But when we come back, my homeboy Shaolin Rage is gonna have his part of the show, and it's gonna be very informative as well. So we'll be right back. Do not go away.
What's happening, everybody? It's your homeboy Shaolin Rage, and right now I'm going to talk to you from the Lynn Lover perspective. Little advice for all couples, men and women. Basically, I'm going to give you some key information to have a successful relationship. Now, number 1 key is this. There's a certain thing that's called developing a good relationship, and the key to developing a good, and I'm gonna say it like this: developing a relationship is like building a house. Without the proper foundation, it's going to collapse on you when you try to make it bigger or add in more things to the house. I'm gonna explain that. See, now normally when a person is building a house, they gotta lay down foundation, basically something that's gonna help it keep it stabilized. Now, thing is, y'all are still you and your girl, or vice versa, are still building on that relationship and whatnot. Taking brick by brick, board by board, nail by nail, whatever. You're still building that relationship. But the thing is, you gotta have foundation to support it. Depending on what kind of house you're trying to build. If you're trying to build a big house, you gotta definitely have you gotta have plenty of foundations in order to build that big house. But if you're gonna try to build this big house with no foundation, in the end it ain't gonna do nothing but collapse on you. You know what I'm saying? So right now you're still building up. While you're going through the relationship, you think that the house is built. No, it isn't. You still building. You haven't made it up to one. I mean, the only way I see where you actually got a roof, make it to okay, now you got your room, you got your living room and all that stuff. Till I feel like you reach that part where you actually just put the roof over it and say you're done, is when you get married. And when you get married, that's when you put the roof on, but you're gonna have some interior work that might have to get done every now and then. And hey, that's how it is with a house. You get a house, it ain't gonna be always peachy clean and whatnot. There's always gonna be a little bit something that's gonna go on, might need a little fixing, and you're gonna have to get it fixed. But hey, that's how it is with a house. That's what people need to realize with the house. So, like I said, relationships are like developing the house. It's like building the house. Without the proper foundation, it's going to collapse. And all that, also remember, even though you're building the house, even though you're building this house and whatnot, it ain't complete until you get married. And even when you're married, there's still work that has to be done. And I ain't saying it's gonna happen automatically. It's just gonna happen somewhere down the line. But it's okay, I get work done here. Shit. I mean, if you want to keep this a happy home, then that's what you gotta do. But hey, that's why I see Shalom Rage, aka Lynn Lover, and this is Lynn Lover Advice.
Hey y'all, this is me, your boy J Hood, coming from live deep within C Dizzle's lair. As you may know, my alter ego's been taking over me and screwing a whole bunch of my shows up, and as you could probably tell, I am very upset. So let's try not to let him in this time, so that way I could get through this show peacefully. Okay? Now, word of the day is respect. You have to respect your loved ones, of course, because they're the best things that you have in your life. Your parents, your lover, your grandfolks, your people. Respect your people, because they're the only thing that you have in this fucking life. Oh hell.
Fight it.
Stay out of my head. You don't tell me what to do. Okay. That was close. That was very fucking close. Anyway. Well, now that I kicked the J Hood out of the streets, let's see what we was talking. Oh yeah, he was talking about fucking respect. Yeah, some of these boys out here, they got no fucking respect for you and everything. You know what I'm saying? They'd be like, wham bam, thank you ma'am. 1 minute, they're helping you out on the street. Next minute, they're screwing your best friend. Or they're just fucking you over on your money. Or be like, you try to help them out and they accept you, and then an hour later you need help from them and they don't want to help you. Ain't that a bitch? Well, sometimes life isn't fair, and even I, Reaper, the evil side, have to go through a whole bunch of crazy shit, if you know what I mean. Oh shit. What happened?
Well, took over again, dude.
That motherfucker. I'm gonna need an exorcist. Well, people, if he told you his version of water today, then I might as well just close it then. What can I do? I need a Lucky Charm. This is Justin Taylor signing. Fuck you.
This has been J Hood and Reaper with the word of the day. Hey, what's up, y'all? Well, here we are at the final thought. What a short show this was, wasn't it? Man, we couldn't get a hold of Rain to do his, his segment, Real Talk or whatever. So, if you're watching, hopefully we get a hold of you on the next show. Because I know you still got a lot of valuable information to give out to these people, for your experiences. What can I say? I mean, I sort of didn't expect much, but at the same time, I was hoping that we would get a lot. You know what I'm saying? Because we did take a month off, but I do thank the people that was on the show, like our usual, Shaolin Rage and J Hood. You know what I mean? I will say that there has been an important message being brought out in this episode. You know what I mean? I really hope that for the parents out there, they'll listen and know that they should never, ever, under any circumstances, abandon their child. You know what I'm saying? I mean, because that is just wrong to do. I mean, I don't care. I mean, you should know your surroundings before you even think about making any moves. That's the number one thing. Right? And that's all. I mean, that's all I can really say. I mean, that segment is just self-explanatory. Feel me? But as always, I hope y'all take Alan's advice and take that into definite consideration, because he always has good advice to give you guys. So always listen to him. Always listen to him. Before we get out of here, again, go to Shaolin Rage's page. Shaolin Rage 252. Again, it's Shaolin Rage 252. You see that YouTube name right there on the bottom of the screen. Also, check out my channel, which is YouTube channel Cody D. And also, I had to give a shout out to my homeboys on the Naki Music page, YouTube channel Naki Music. Alright? They're called the GNC Get Naki Click. So please check them out, check their videos, leave comments on them, subscribe to them, and just like our page, rate, comment, subscribe, you know, and stay tuned. Hopefully next month we'll have a lot more where this came from. Alright? So until the next show, which is next month in April. Oh, there's a spring break involved too. Hopefully if I go on a little mini vacation, I get some clips from that too. Who knows? But anyway, until next month's show, this is Cody D. See you next time on Sonic Show. Peace.